United Nations team sent to inspect the Zaporizhzhia Nuclear Power Plant in Ukraine is on its way to the site right now. This was the convoy setting off towards the plant a little while ago, but there is still some uncertainty. The head of the regional administration is accusing Russia of shelling the pre-agreed route. And in the last few minutes, one of two operational reactors at the plant has been shut down due to Russian shelling. And that's what the operator, Energoatom, is saying. The nuclear plant, which was taken by Russia in March, sits on the banks of the Dnipro River. Mark Lobel reports.
If there is a nuclear disaster in Ukraine, it's feared this drill in Zaporizhzhia would become reality. The prospect of a radiation leak here is causing international concern. Enter the International Atomic Energy Agency on a mission to reassure amid reports of shelling in the city. Now in Zaporizhzhia, awaiting permission to enter Europe's largest nuclear power plant, precariously placed between warring factions, aiming to prevent, in their words, the situation spiralling even more out of control.
We are going to start immediately an assessment of the security and the safety situation at the plant as it is right now. We are going to be liaising and consulting with the staff at the facility, and I am going to consider the possibility of establishing a continued presence of the IAEA at the plant.
But despite concerns over nuclear safety and security, neither a calming of tensions in the city nor the IAEA team's entry to the Russian-controlled plant are guaranteed.
We do continue to see sporadic shelling in the region, and we call on all sides to ensure the safety of the power plant for obvious reasons, and would also call on Russia to enable the IAEA team to be able to get in there and do their work.
Russia remains resolute. It won't demilitarize the zone around the plant it captured in March in a blow to the Ukrainians. But the UN inspectors hope their presence there could help prevent a nuclear accident. Mark Lobel, BBC News.
Let's talk to our correspondent Hugo Bachega, who's in the capital, Kyiv. And Hugo, what can you tell us about those reports that because of the shelling that's been going on, one of the reactors, the two working reactors at the plant, has been shut down?
Yeah, the Ukrainian authorities are saying that Russian forces have been shelling the city of Enerhodar, where this nuclear facility is located. They also say the Russian forces have been shelling the route to be used by this mission. We don't know exactly where the mission is and whether they're going to be able to reach this nuclear power complex. They left about 2 hours ago the city of Zaporizhzhia. Rafael Grossi, who is the head of the International Atomic Energy Agency, who is leading this mission of 14 inspectors, said the risks were significant, but he and the team believed that they could go ahead with this mission. Now, many questions remain about how this mission will be able to reach the facility, but also how long they will be able to inspect this facility. Mr. Grossi said he expected the visit to last a few days, but the local authorities appointed by Russia said the visit would last only 1 or 2 days. So there's a little bit of confusion there, but also I think questions now remain about the safety of this operation.
And Hugo, I mean, this mission and the route that the inspectors are going to take to get to the plant, that was the result of weeks and weeks of diplomacy, wasn't it?
Absolutely, and it shows how difficult this mission is going to be, how delicate this operation is. It is in an area where fighting has been intense. Russian forces have been occupying this nuclear facility since the beginning of March, and Ukraine accuses Russian forces of turning this facility into a military base, using it as a shield to launch attacks against Ukrainian targets, perhaps knowing that Ukrainian forces are unlikely to retaliate. Russian forces reject those accusations. Russia says its troops are there protecting this nuclear power plant. So I think it remains to be seen whether the inspectors will be able to reach this facility before they left. They said the hope was that they're going to be able to inspect the facility to check whether the security and the safety protocols were being implemented, but also they were hoping to talk to the Ukrainian technicians operating this plant. They've been working under very difficult conditions there, and I think also they hope to establish a permanent mission at this complex, perhaps hoping that this could de-escalate the crisis there, crises that have raised fears of tensions that have raised fears of a catastrophe.